Peace, y'all. Back with another banger, back with us with a video, man. We back in the city, man. I didn't think I was coming back here. I just knew, things were gonna pan out different. But I said I'll stay on the coastline for the next 30 days. We did go there and we did get our license, so we should be back in motion in the next couple of days, as long as everything go right. And that's my update. I got to finish up my classes these next 2 days. Hopefully I pass. And I'm gonna take the next 30 days off, man, from school, and I'll do my thing. And but environment is everything. And we gotta put ourselves in an environment so that we can heal the traumas that have been passed down from generations to generations. We have to put ourselves in the environments that allow us to grow and to reach certain pinnacles in life. We have to put ourselves in environments that's gonna allow us to be ourselves. If we surround ourselves with people that are just trying to clip our wings, we surround ourselves in an environment that will continue to put stress on us that's unnecessary. If we continue to put ourselves in an environment where we can't grow, then we will never grow. If you take a shark and you put it inside of a tank and you let it stay in that tank your whole life, it'll never become the biggest it can be. But if you take a shark and you put it in the ocean, it'll start small and it'll go big. If you pick a flower and from when it's small, when it's a seedling and it grows out, and you keep it in that same pot, it'll never grow. But if you take that flower and then you transfer it into a bigger pot, then it'll continue to grow. And I believe that I'm a flower, and there's nothing wrong with staying in the RV. I just figured that, man, I didn't want to, man. I didn't want to do that. I feel like I can do better. I feel like I deserve better. I feel like I am better, and I feel like I can do anything I put my mind to. And that's when I decided to, go ask my BM, can we link? Because she got everything I need for the content. I can use her for the content, and I just want to be better, man. And that's all. So, I guess that's part of the message today. It's only 2 minutes on the clock, so I guess I could keep going. And I was talking with one of the guys, man. And we was talking about spouses, and it made me realize, our decisions affect everybody around us, man. And as a man, you look at things completely different. You can't look at things from an emotional standpoint, because the things we do affect everybody around us, And it's chess, not checkers. And it's crazy because I played like hella games of chess yesterday, and I got smoked, not thinking moves ahead. And as I begin to rush my moves, I begin to lose faster. And today, and that's basically that. And that's one thing we got to realize is chess, not checkers. Don't sit right here. Don't sit here and guess. Don't sit here and overthink. We have to be poised. We have to sit in that box, and we have to throw our shots as we throw our shots and live with the results. Don't sit right here and sabotage the play because you don't think it's going to work out, because it can work out. And don't be afraid to take a leap of faith, because sometimes all you need is a leap of faith, family. All you need is some courage in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? That's one thing I had, and that's why I was like, fuck it, man. I got the resources to go where I want to go, and that's what I want. That's what I want to do. And I'm not letting nobody stop me. I'm not letting nobody, put doubt in me, and I'm breaking free from the chains that I feel like I placed on myself, or that was placed on me. I got 60 days of retention coming up on the 11th. I've been sober for almost a month now. And I'm not where I want to be. I don't have the things I feel like I want to have, but at the same time, I can smile and I can laugh, and I can say, hey, I am who I am, and I accept whatever's gonna come to me, good or bad. And that's one thing I always did, man. I always just said, man, I'm gonna accept whatever comes to me, good or bad, no matter what. So right now we're on the beach, man. It's a beautiful place to be. I'm excited for whatever God has in store for me, and that's one thing I've been trying to do, is just keep God first. And I got an Uber down here to the beach, and we was talking about God, and it was like that's why I've been sober. That's why I've been retaining my seed. Not only because I know the things that I'm doing, I'm gonna have a lot of people I'm gonna be responsible for, and I gotta have my energy right, as potent as possible, as far as I wanted to heal, as far as I wanted to teach, as far as I wanted to lead. But at the same time, it's like the most important thing that I want to have, the foundation I want to have, is with God. Because Without God, none of this is possible. Without God, I would never been able to become who I am today. I would have never been able to accomplish the things that I accomplished and experience the things that I experienced. And a lot of the things that I went through bad, it was because I wasn't keeping God first. I wasn't keeping the foundation rooted in the things that God had taught me as far as, repenting for my sins and becoming the best version of ourselves. And that's what I wanted. I really sat with myself and said, a lot of the problems I have is because I'm coping. When I was smoking weed, it's because I was coping. When I was having sex, it's because I was coping, not because I actually loved the person, and not because I actually wanted to be with the person, not because I actually felt any connection with the person. It was just want to get a nut to release the traumas, when in reality, that's not the way that we got to heal, family. And a lot of the times when I was smoking, it was like, you trying to escape. You trying to escape the things that you're going through. You trying to escape the pain. You trying to escape the shame. You trying to escape the grief. So you want to feel something. You want to feel a void, when in reality the only person that can fill that void is God. And that's why I realized that I was scarred in life, and that a lot of things that happened, I was trying to forget, when that ain't the way to go. That ain't the way to go when you're trying to grow. That ain't the way when you go when you're trying to excel. That ain't the way you grow when you're trying to really go to that next level. And I've looked myself in the mirror and I said, I want to go to that next level. And then and it's this thing called the dead man test. When if you're trying to really replace something, then you don't replace it. You don't try to replace it with you don't say, oh, you're gonna stop. Because if a dead person could do it, then it's easy to do. Because a dead person could do it. But instead of saying, oh, I'm going to stop, instead of smoking weed, I'm going to work out. Instead of having sex, I'm going to pray and meditate and run from lust. I'm going to read my Bible and stay close to God. And that's one thing I've just been trying to do, man, is just stay close to God and just keep growing and keep becoming the best version of myself. And I'm excited and that's one thing I lack in life. Throughout life, I've been having sex since I was 13. And I even though I did 256 days of semen retention, 100 days of semen retention. At the same time, I never really, committed to God. Even though when I went to the military, I didn't smoke most of the time. At the same time, I still didn't. Since I got kicked out, I've been smoking, and I've been just trying to be the best version of myself and get back to who I want to be and become the star that I want to be and step into what God calls me to be. Not saying there's nothing wrong with sex, not saying that there's nothing wrong with smoking weed. It's just the simple fact that I realized that we have everything we need, and one of the most best things to have is the natural high. And I realized that when we having sex, we're giving our life force away, and that's making us tired. That's draining us of the things that God is trying to use to create the dream, to create the things to bring to life, the things that we have inside of us that God needs to transform the world. Because every last one of us is seated here to add to the kingdom of God. So yeah, man. Like I said, I'm out here at the beach, man, and I'm excited. I'm excited for what's to come, man. I just been learning myself, man, getting closer to myself, man. As much as I want a wife, it's like, as much as I want somebody to spend time with, but it's like, man, am I really ready? And that's what comes with timing is everything. Because am I really ready to be a husband? I'm in debt. I don't have my own place. I don't have my own car. Like, am I really ready to be a husband? Do I really deserve a trophy? Do I really deserve it right now? And the honest answer, I say is no, but I do see the opportunity of having a helpmate and taking it to the next level. I do see that, but at the same, I had that and I destroyed it, and I didn't enjoy it. I didn't treat it I didn't treat God's gift to me like it was a gift. I treated it like it was just something ordinary, and to my own demise. I went through a divorce, I've been homeless, and I went through the most, and if it wasn't for God taking me through that, I wouldn't be this person who I am today. So I know next time I get an opportunity, I'm gonna really value it, and I'm gonna really utilize the helping hand that of having a wife that you get when you have a wife, So I just wanted to get up here. And record a video, man. I really need to start making content. Today I'm gonna do my homework, and I just got back in town at about 1 o'clock. Took a little nap, took a couple trades, and I'm gonna from here I'm gonna chill out at the beach, man. Right now I'm walking. I'm gonna chill out at the beach and, you know, enjoy some fresh air, and then go back in here and knock out the rest of this homework. And then tomorrow, you know, I'm gonna trade, work out, you know, eat and kick it. Gotta check out the room on Friday. Hopefully we get the runner tomorrow, and then I might, you know, stay. If we get the Uber back in place tomorrow, and I might book the room for another couple of days and then Uber. But you know, I just want to say, man, it all starts with self-love and loving yourself and loving the moment and enjoying the moment, because God is good. And don't underestimate what God could do in a day, in an hour, and a year, in a month. But don't anticipate it, because when we get to anticipate it, now we get to focus on, you know, the prize instead of the journey. Because you got to realize God is using the journey to mold us. God is using the journey to make us become better. God is using the journey to help us take us to that next level. And that what we should enjoy the most when you gotta hunt. So I'm excited, and you should be excited too. I'm excited to bring you guys what I've been wanting to bring you guys. I feel like we have reached certain pinnacles, and it's only up from here. So as always, wish you divine peace, love, and harmony on all. Peace.